Hey guys, so sorry for my voice. I've lost it, it seems like. But I said I was going to make a video for you, and um, I'm going to for this Google Earth extra assignment or extra credit assignment. Let me pull up our mastering. Oh, it logged me out. I'll log back in here real fast and we'll get this done. I'll share the screen. So I just wanted to show you what you're expected for full credit for this extra credit. Okay, let me go over to share the screen here. Okay, so we've got extra credit, and this is you need to take screenshots of your chapter two and submit one for each question. So you don't have to do every question, but just at least for one layer. Okay, so what do we do? So we'll click on the extra credit and go into Pearson. As this loads up, okay, so we have question one. There's 5 questions, so 4 points each. If we click on this first question, okay, first thing you notice is that there's instructions on the top. So we're going to need to read those instructions. Make sure you've opened the KMZ file, the blue box on the left. So on the left, there's this box here. We can click on this. All right, and so that download. I've got a 2 here because I've done this a couple times. But we can, all you got to do is go to your downloads and then click on that file. And so that has opened up. Let me pull in. I'll delete these old ones, and I'll pull over my Google Earth so you can see what yours would look like. Okay. So I opened it, and it comes over and it looks like this. And we've got annual temperature range. Over on the left-hand side, there's these check boxes, and you can gotta turn them on to get the layers to turn on. Just like anything, if the check box isn't checked, you're not going to have anything. You got an arrow that's pointing to the right. You can click on it and you can see other options, which is pretty neat. So there's a lot of uh, variations that you can see in here. Okay, if you click on this, it's going to pull this up and tell you where you got the data from or where the data comes from. Now you can answer these questions. So let's go. Well, hold on. Let's go first and verify we've got everything else done. So it says, I'll zoom this in more. Make sure you've opened the KMZ. Okay. Make sure that the grid and the borders and labels are turned on. Okay. The grid in the view menu. So you go to the view and make sure grid is checked, which it is. That's our latitude and longitude grid. And then down here in the layers section, make sure that your borders and labels are turned on. Notice what happens when I turn on and off the countries, and we actually get some labels that will turn on if you zoom in. Now, this may not look like the normal globe as you recognize it because we've got this layer on top. So if you want to look at it differently, that's what it looks like satellite view. Okay. And then we can turn this back on. And now you can go and answer these questions, right? Okay. Which of these followings has the greatest annual temperature range? Well, here we've got ranges from blue and goes all the way up to red. Red being the largest range, right? 66 to 72 is higher than 5. And we can see we've got up here is where the highest range is. But that's not the question that says which of these. So you have to go look these up if you don't know how to search for them, like this. Mumbai in India. So I just started typing Mumbai and then it auto-filled to India. Then I can hit enter and then it will take me to that. All right. And you can clearly see that's in India. That's zoomed in way too far, right? So you just zoom back out. Okay. That's in blue. It's on the coast. So we've got that um, maritime effect. Anyway, you'll do the others and just search for them and find out what's the right answer. Okay. Uh, you've got one of these here. So then all I would need for you for this question, I'm going to hit if because I'm using Windows, I'm going to use the Windows sign, Shift, and S to get my snippet tool. There we go. So I've got that. And what I'd like for you to do is crop something like this. So you can get the global picture with the layer on, and then you can make sure you get all the way on the left so you can show what layers you have on. And then I have the search one, and that's fine. You can do that. So don't just include Mumbai, but do whichever one you want to do. Um, and make sure the idea is so I can tell that it's different from someone else's. And yes, I can tell if it's the same picture. It's very obvious, but they're going to be similar. Okay, take that and then you can put that into a Word document if you want to, and I'll just paste that. Okay, that's fine. It makes sense to include something for what question it is. So which one was this? I'll go back to my extra credit. So this was extra credit encountering global systems. Just copy that. I'll Control V, paste it. And that was question one. Okay. All of these have to do with temperature ranges, right? Okay. So the idea is uh, to go through and practice again. All right, next question. We'll go back to our extra credit. Yeah, I'll go back. And we can click on daily net radiation. Now this one has a lot of instructions on it too, but we need to open up the Google Earth first. Click on daily net radiation and notice that it opens up again, but we're back in Google Earth and it still shows that old layer. You got to go back in and turn that one off. I turn it off and then I'm going to click this arrow to the left and make sure it's not pointing there. Then I can turn the daily net radiation on and we've got this other one on. Okay, we've got that on. What else do we need to do? The view menu, make sure that grid is selected on, but sun is not on. The layers panel, make sure that's checked. Make sure that the box for daily net radiation folder, double check that. Okay. It doesn't say anything about it said borders and labels is checked. Okay. And then so we can check this box. And this tells us information about that. Read that. We're looking at watts per meter. Okay, this one's a little bit trickier, but follow the instructions in the box. Move your cursor to the upper left corner of the screen and mouse over the time slider to display the controls for the animation. Click the wrench icon to bring up the animation settings. Okay, wrench. Is that this wrench? No, this is the wrench. Click UTC. Make sure sometimes it's set on here, but make sure UTC is set. What else did it say? And in that lower panel, loop animation is checked. So this one sometimes isn't checked. You can turn that on. If you want it to go slower or faster, it'll go, you can see what will happen. Click OK. We'll go back to Google Earth. And then we come up here and we can hit play. Wow, that's going really, really fast. Or is it? No, it's not going too fast. Look what's happening. The blue gets bigger and then it gets smaller. Red gets bigger and it shifts up. But notice what's going on. We're just changing month. It's going through rather fast, but we're looking at months. So if that's too fast for you, move it slower. And then we'll hit play. So it's just doing the average per month, and you can kind of see, it gives you a little bit slower time to see what time you're in. And if you want to do just a specific time, you can actually slide this. And so slide it into the month, slide it to the next month, slide it to the next month, and so on and so forth. And then you can answer the questions based on doing that. Again, you'll need to, all right, what's the question going to ask? Which of the following statements regarding this is true? Okay, so you look at those and answer. As you view, let's look at part B. As you view the animation, keep in mind the subpolar points travel between 20 3.5 and 23.5 north and south, for a total of 47 degrees of movement. The region of the highest net radiation surplus moves approximately from the highest net radiation surplus. Where is that? Well, we can answer with this. Where's the highest net radiation? This is net radiation here, and red to yellow is the highest. There's yellow. Yellow on the top. Okay, so hopefully you can answer those questions. Once you click on the answer, and if it shows that you got it right or wrong, let's just say, okay, June, North June to South June and December. Let's see, it's probably a little bit higher than that. I'm gonna click on that. Let's see, I got it right. What if we clicked on, if we click on something, I'm just gonna randomly check on it. Let's see. Okay, I got it wrong. In the animation, and it tells you what to look at. In the animation, how far north does the light yellow region travel? So we're looking at the light yellow for this one. Yeah, it gives you an idea of why you didn't get it right. So go back and look at it. The point of this is for you to learn, because remember, all of this is going to help you in future exams and understanding these concepts. It seems annoying, but go ahead and put the effort in to do that. Okay, so and then we come back here and I'm going to do Control, or I'm sorry, Windows symbol, Shift, and S for snippet tool, and then I just want to make sure I get these in, and that's fine, something like that. I'm going to go back to my Word document, which is right here. Oops. And oh, now I had it on. There we go, Word document, and then I'll paste this new picture down here and see. So all I need is 5 pictures, and give me some labels. Put your name on it. That way it's easier for me to make sure. So say something like this. Eric Howard, Exam2, extra credit. Okay. So I need your name, the title of the questions, and your image, uh, showing that you've done this. At least want you to get these to be turned on. So make sure you follow those instructions. If your stuff isn't turned on right and you don't have grades on, you're not going to get full credit because you weren't following the instructions. I want you to try. I know some of you feel like you're not there technically, or for whatever reason, put in the effort to figure out what's to do what it says. The instructions are pretty explicit. Make sure you do these, and it tells you what to do. Hopefully that helps, and I hopefully will be in class on Friday. See if I made we'll see what's going on. Anyway, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask, and have a great day. Bye.